All right, testing.
Where's my mic?
Mic check.
Oh.
Donnie.
Okay. Cerise.
What's up?
I wish I knew. This heat, I tell you what, this heat sure is up. It's up. The temperature is bad here.
It is hot today. Oh, I got to take my gum out my mouth because I noticed two things about last week's show. I was talking too close to the mic and I was chewing too much.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
So we have something a little bit different today. Donnie, go ahead and show everyone what you're smoking there.
Oh, it's a Padron for those cigar aficionados. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the 1926 Padrones. Very fine cigar. And I've been smoking these for a long time.
So I'm wearing a little red lipstick today. I thought it would match with my braces that still aren't off. Anyway, side note.
I usually wear green lipstick. I decided not to wear any today.
Right. You guys got to see him on his hot days in the bars. Got to catch him with his wig on, too.
You won't do that. You'll never see that.
Donnie.
Yes.
Donnie sent me a video the other day, and right away, I knew it was one of our topics that we needed to talk about. Donnie, tell me, let's watch it right now. Actually, let's just jump into it.
A lot of times, men will leave a woman that has 80 to 90% of what we want, only to go be with somebody that has 10 to 20%. You see that? We'll get mad at the woman. She got 80 to 90% of what we want. We get mad. Here come the 10 to 20. I need that.
I promise you ain't crying. These are tears of joy. I need to hear that, boy. Hey.
So that was pretty incredible, guys.
Yes. And it's true. You know, and it's the same with women. Most people want what they can't have. And when they get most of what they want, they'll sacrifice it for the little bit that they may find a partner that has 90% of what they look for in a man, and he's lacking or she's lacking that 10%, and they'll usually say, yeah, I want the 10%. I'll take the 90% bad and just take the 10% good. And that 10% it usually has to do a lot with physical. Yeah, just physical or money.
An 80%, man, that's okay. It's okay if the smoke goes on me. There's a lot of breeze here. And not only that, you guys will be reminded that we're starting our own cigar brand.
Yes.
So when we got the Donnie and Cerise cigars, we will let you guys know. I left someone before who was a 90% guy for a guy who was 80%. And the guy ended up being a little bipolar. And I thought he was like an amazing guy because he was a lawyer. He was younger than the guy I was with. You guys know from my other videos with Donnie here, I like older men. And this guy was my age. We were only the same, like 1 year apart. The guy that I left for him was 12 years older than me. And it was one of the biggest things that I look at in my life right now. And I'm like, what was all that about? Why did I leave that person for that nightmare?
Because people like drama. In relationship, one party or the other loves drama.
You think that's with every relationship?
Every relationship. I want sport, it starts out, it's sport. I'm tired of doing the same thing. Relationships.
You mean like a complainer even?
Yeah, it can be like a complainer, but people don't understand relationships are boring. I mean, you got to take that. That's what, once you reach that point where you establish that I'm going to be with this person, things kind of get boring, and that's the flavor. I think that's what makes relationships successful. being at home, being around your mate. You know, yeah, you can go into the movies here and there, but even that becomes boring. I mean, I'm tired of doing the same thing. It's always going to be some type of complaint. Relationships, you know, they become boring, and people, we always see people on social media posting in their relationships, and they're posting and things like they're having fun, they're in the pool and they're doing this and that. But when the camera goes off, it's like, you go to your corner, I go to mine.
That's right, Donnie. I see that a lot on social media. I have only been left one time in my life, and that was many, many years ago when I was like 18 years old. And that relationship, actually, I had a child with that person, and he left me for another woman. And I thought maybe that was a good choice for him. Right? And that was a good choice for me. Sorry, baby daddy.
That's amazing. You said you've only been left once.
Yes. Many years ago.
I think Paul Simon made that song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover after hearing my story.
How many times have you been left?
I've been left like 50 times. 50 ways to leave your lover.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, look at, he's blushing.
I'm just kidding. No, but
you're a good guy. It really bothers me to hear that a woman was foolish enough to leave you. What did she leave you for?
Because everybody always thinks at the end of the day, everybody always feels that they could do better, or you know, and that's what it comes down to. You know, most of the times, like it's different things. Some people find it hard to let go their, you know, they want to bring their baggage, like their past problems into the relationship, and they come with this certain wall, you know, a wall where, you know, you can't penetrate it, and it's always a problem. And then you have the people that want to, you know, they don't want to let go of their old friends, think it's okay to go out and take calls and text with old friends, and I'm big on that.
Okay, wait.
There's only one man in this.
This is sounding like one of our other videos that we made. 3 videos before, it's sounding like. Now 2 videos before, you made a very public service announcement to everybody, and you said that you were sometimes a little bit of a difficult dude to deal with.
Yeah.
Now, when you were a difficult dude to deal with, was it some of those women who left you?
Well, eventually, you know.
Okay.
It's eventually, because it's like, you know, I mean, listen, my relationship's no different than anybody else's relationship. You argue, you have good days, you have bad days, everybody. So, I think what happens a lot of times too is, you know, when a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right. Isn't that a song?
That's
when a woman's fed up.
Courtesy of those lyrics are courtesy of what's his name? He's in prison.
Oh, R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Men think with our hearts. Women think with their heads. And when you think with your head, a lot of the times you strike out, because you do think you think with your head, and you're in the moment when you're thinking. When a woman cheats, when a woman goes out and does her thing, she's in that moment, and that's what's in her head. That's all she can see.
Okay.
Oh, he's treating me good. But you know, she doesn't realize that he's just having fun.
Okay, so now we're gonna put the brakes up on their rewind selector, because a lot of the times people say men think with their head, their bottom head, and women think with their emotions.
Right.
But what you're saying is the actual exact opposite.
Right.
And I love that.
Right.
Because you are bringing a whole different spin on it. What I love about it is that you're letting the people see that when a woman does cheat, or gets caught up in something, she's not using her heart. She's using like, oh my gosh, my man didn't treat me good. Oh my gosh, this guy looks like he has a better car. Oh my gosh, this man looks like maybe he looks better.
The moment. What's right in front of her.
What she could gain in her head. Because it is true that women love a man to protect her and provide for her.
Right.
And then men like to have a woman take care of them.
Right.
So I really love that spin that you're putting on it. And I will say this. I mean, I'm talking years ago, and I have cheated on a man before. I'm not proud of it. And I actually admitted to it. Until this day, I still think about it. And I think to myself, did I admit it because I was so guilty and it was a selfish admit it type of thing? Because it didn't do anything for our relationship. He still stayed with me and he still loved me. And we stayed together for another 2 years.
That's about the life expectancy of a relationship. Once you tell a man you
But I
cheated
left
on
him
once you tell him you gave away
after
the goods,
2 years.
he may be with you physically, but mentally he's checked out.
He didn't check out. That's the thing. I was still checked out, and what I should have done was not cheat. What I should have done was just left. And I didn't leave him, and then I stayed with him out of guilt. And then I just became a leaver after that. I left every single man that I dated after that. I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is love them and leave them. So no wonder I'm single now, right?
Yes.
But I have redeemed myself. I haven't had a man for 5 years. And I believe that it's given me time to process what I want and what I can offer. And I'm a much better person without dating, without, like giving myself to somebody who is undeserving, And,
I hear you.
And so now I'm at the point where I don't even know any man out there that I would ever want to be with. Like it hurts me to think in my heart because all the good men are gone.
All you guys out there that thought you had a shot at Cerise, it's not looking good.
No.
Not looking good.
No. I don't know how I would ever share my bed with a man. I don't want to ever take a man home. I don't want to go on dates. I had enough. And I've been hurt too in the process. These men that I have left deserved to be left. I made some choices that were not cool. And you know what? I now think that I am that 90% woman. And I don't know where I would find a man to appreciate that 90% because I'm terrified that he will leave me for the 40%. I'm terrified.
You see, with me, I think I can speak for most men. Men, especially at my age, or when you get around my age, I think most men are terrified with the idea of growing old alone. So, me, I gotta have a woman, a good woman, a backbone, somebody is gonna, be there for me, if things go south. I've had 2 bouts with cancer, and trust me, I've been there in the hospital alone. Something as simple as water. You got tubes and pipes and things that attached to your body, and you're like, damn, I wish somebody was here. Just give me a cup of water. So
I feel that.
So women don't think about stuff like that. All the women think in the moment, in the time. Now, I'm having fun. I'm doing this. I'm going on my girls trip. You get sick. None of those girls, none of them are gonna be there. Oh, my girlfriend will come by. Yeah, she'll come by. She'll bring you some flowers, chocolates, stuff like that. But she ain't taking off work, You know,
Right.
not too many days to be there when you are you know recuperating.
Right.
So
I believe that. So, like now, I'm just really thinking about the cancer. Let's just go back to that. Being in the hospital and not having someone. Oh, you know what? That's a whole different topic. We had someone else tell us before on the YouTube channel. Stay on topic. Did you see that comment?
oh no,
No. He's like, this was a great show. I don't know how I found you guys. It's great, but I just need you guys to stay on topic. And I was like, well, we did on the last video.
Yeah.
Go watch the last video.
Hey, we made a left. We made a left. Men care a lot about body count. They do. Men care about body count and decency.
And for those of you who don't know what body count means, it means how many men a woman slept with.
Right. That's what men care about.
Well, I had like about 100. I'm joking. I'm probably mine is pretty low. Mine is low. I've dated a lot. How about you?
No,
I don't think you have a
haven't-
high body count.
I haven't dated a lot. I was married. My first wife, we met when I was 19. We got married when I was 25, I think. We were together for 25 years. Right after,
25 years?
yes.
Wow.
Shortly after divorce, I was in an 8-year relationship, which lasted up until 3 years ago.
Wow.
2 years ago.
So you're 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been
So-
in relationships my entire life.
But 2 years is hardly time to heal.
So I was never broken.
Right. Okay. There we go.
You know, it doesn't.
Did you cheat on her?
No.
Never?
No.
Did you cheat on any of your partners?
Never.
Did you leave any of them for
No,
another
no,
woman?
I was a workaholic. You know,
Okay.
I'll go as far as to say, look, I worked so much that I was accused of cheating. You know, I worked so much to the point where I doubled my pension working. You know,
Right.
I would get off work at 3 o'clock and go back at 6 p.m. and work till 1 o'clock in the morning and happen to be back at 6. So I
It's a
worked.
lot of hours.
Yeah, I was a provider. You know, I was a provider.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there's some ladies out there watching this. But before I get into what I want to say, I want to invite you guys right now to please subscribe to our channel. Donnie and I, we make these videos for you. Every single person watching this, and especially you.
And simply hit the like button. That helps a lot. When you hit the like button,
Right now, hit that like button.
yes.
And go and subscribe if you enjoy our content. Ladies, all my ladies, you know, ladies, I know there's some of you out there, you guys are struggling. You're awesome. You are doing what Donnie did. You're working, you're putting in the hours. You may even be with a half-ass man, someone that is what we called in Toronto broke pocket, has nothing to bring to the table, really doesn't even know how to stand up next to you. Your flame is so much brighter, but you gave your time and your energy and your love and your life and dignity to that man. And he had the audacity to leave you for someone else. Trust me, God does not like anything that is low down. If you were the best woman possible and you know that you did your best, you were kind, you didn't argue, you made sure there was a hot meal, you made sure that you loved your man, never cheated, never yelled his name out of place, didn't embarrass him in public, and everything that you did was for the favor of the relationship, like what it says in the Bible. It says that you have to be a virtuous woman, a woman that does everything she needs to do, and you still got left, then he does not deserve you. And you better believe that that new woman in his life, she's not someone that is better than you, and that man is not happy. And I'm sure he has many a days and many of nights when he's thinking about how good it was with you.
I got nothing to say. She's 100% right. I mean,
Thank you.
when you leave a good relationship, or you leave your foundation, something you built. You spent time, you've invested time, you have time invested into a relationship, and you pick up and leave. I think that's the dumbest thing a person could do. You know, people always think there's something better out there. And it's not. It's not. I swear, in the United States, dating, I think it's dead, not existing. You know.
Right. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, because, you know, even though, I mean, on our first video that we ever made, right, we spoke about age difference, and a lot of the guys that do leave the women that are good for those younger women, you guys got to watch our first video, because we spoke about that. They leave for a younger woman, they look miserable. Would you ever, like, if a woman left you for another man, would you, and she was so apologetic, would you ever take her back?
No.
Good for
No,
you.
no. There's no. No.
There's no turning back from something that serious, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's one thing we take pride in. You know, we're proud to walk in public with our woman, knowing that, hey, this is mine. You know.
Right.
You know, everybody has a past, and when you're moving towards the future, building, and you know you're on a path, and a woman veers off for whatever reason, she goes out and she gives up the goods. That's pretty much the end.
I agree. And it's the same thing, I think, when guys cheat as well on the women, because the women will constantly feel insecure. Where were you? What were you doing? You know, who were you with? What took you so long? And when you get to a point in a relationship like that, like I said, I did it once before, and I should have just left the relationship instead of feeling guilty and hanging on. But till this day, I still speak to the guy, and we have an understanding. I was very young, you know, and I feel bad for it till this day. And I couldn't even imagine myself cheating on a man ever again. Like, God convicted my heart so deeply, so badly, that it made me, as a soul coach now, one thing when women talk to me about wanting to cheat on their men, or that they have cheated on their men, we're ready, that have cheated on their men, it just becomes so sad. All right, come on over here. You might want to bend down a little bit. There we go. So we do want to interrupt for a moment, guys, because we are right now at Wings and
Waffles.
Who do we have right now?
My man.
Yeah, we're in the building. It is Brother Dale, Waffle Dale. Some people call me Western Union Poppy.
For all of you, for all of my men's out there who don't know what Western Union Poppies is, I know Dale's joking. Those are the men that come over here on vacation, meet a woman, and when he goes home, he's constantly going to Western Union, sending her money back here.
Yeah, also known as passive income for the ladies.
All right. Well, you know, you have a pretty good thing going right here at Wings and Waffles, and you recently opened Slice. Guys, look at our last video where we were at Slice, because we did a video there. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. I'm originally from Detroit, and then also the DC area. I did about 10 years in the DC area.
Go Blue.
Yeah. Then I moved here about 2.5 years. I moved here kind of on more full time. I go home a little bit, but I'm here majority of the time. I visited, I believe, in 2016 for the first time I visited the island. I fell in love. I came to party like everybody else, but I saw a lot of opportunity here. And I was like, there's some opportunity there. So I opened my first business here maybe 2 years later from there, and that was a hair store I had for like 4 years. So I did a hair store and hair products and things like that. And I've always been into the food industry, and real estate is like my true background. So I said, hey, the pandemic came and shut stuff down in the U.S. When things opened back up, I said, I'm taking my talents to DR.
And here he is, man. He has two, not one, but two very successful restaurants. And when I tell you they are probably on the top two restaurants here in Sosua, food, hospitality, everything, it's top notch.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we just I'm inviting myself with you. There's this oxtail pizza that I still have to try. But I just lost 22 pounds. So I'm like, maybe I'll just cheat.
One cheat meal.
Yeah, right?
The cheat days don't work. You got to do a cheat meal.
I love that. So Del, let the people know where you are located exactly and what your hours of operation are.
All right, cool. So Wings and Waffles is located right here in Las Palmeras Hotel on DR Rosen. Most of you guys don't know the name of the streets. But it's right here on the main corner where everybody hangs out at, where King's is. And right across the street from there, you'll see Sliced up there on the rooftop. And you walk a few yards and you're over here at Wings and Waffles. So you got the best of both worlds right here in the mix of things where you can come hang out on the main intersection here in the town of Sosua, Dominican Republic. We're open Wings and Waffles at 9 a.m. Great breakfast menu for you guys. We're making everything in-house. I got French toast with brioche bread. It's made here in-house. Everything's fresh and amazing. We open for breakfast. We close about midnight, sometime 1 on the weekends. And when we're looking at Slice stays open later. It opens at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're there till 1 or 2 o'clock in the evening, enjoying each other, having a good time.
One thing I enjoy about Dale, he and I become like personal friends. Yeah. And I like when he closes early, or because he usually finds his way over to the rooftop party spot, and he always brings some cigars, and he always brings some drinks. Yeah. So that's my man.
Nice. Food is awesome. Here they have Taco Thursdays and Wing Mondays, is it?
Mondays. Mm-hmm.
So all you can eat wings on Mondays, and they are delicious. And then you can also get tacos. Guys, one of my favorite meals here is the mac and cheese flights. You can get jerk chicken. You can, and the flight, you have 3 choices. I always get shrimp, and I always get jerk chicken, and I always get the buffalo chicken, is it? Yeah, the buffalo chicken. They have barbecue chicken. They have salmon. I don't know, salmon as well, right? You guys come on in here, please have a good time. You're all invited.
Awesome.
Thank you, Del. Give some guys advice here before, because I already gave the ladies advice. Ladies, don't go cheat. And ladies, if a man cheats on you, you know he is suffering. Not that you want him to suffer, but D, fill in the guys that are out there that has a really good woman, but they're getting distracted.
Man, listen, there is nothing more, to me, nothing more important to me than family. If you got a good woman, might have a little rust around her collar, hey, take that little bit of rust and keep it moving with your woman.
What's rust?
You know, she's a little boring, or she may not be doing cartwheels in the bed.
Oh.
You know, she may, stay with that woman. You want a good woman. You want somebody that's got your back, someone that's going to be with you through thick and thin. Somebody, if you go down with your health, that's going to be there to nurture you back to health. Just, stick with that woman.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And it's not like the grass is greener on the other side. We learned that as kids.
Grass is never greener on the other side.
That's right.
Never.
Yeah. We learned that as kids. So, you guys, you heard it right here. You heard it from Shay Shay. You heard it from, who's that guy in the video with Shay Shay?
Chad Johnson, the Miami's 305. Chad Johnson.
305. Shouts out, Chad Johnson. I really love the way you cried. Brother, you touched my heart.
It's a good dude.
Yeah.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is a great topic.
Yes, it is.
We all have to realize that there are going to be times when we are cheated on. There's going to be times when we're going to leave someone. Never feel guilty if you leave someone because you're not compatible. But don't go breaking their heart over and over again because you're confused about what you want or don't want.
Cerise said it all. Yeah, you know, I'd just be sitting here listening because Cerise be like rolling, like, you know, you could tell she's a professional at this. I mean, there's so much stuff I want to say, but it just don't come out as smooth.
Yours
as
came out
Cerise's
smooth,
come out, so.
especially in our last video last week, guys, and the week before that. Like, just Donnie's been throwing some gems out there. But there is something that you said this video that I do want to talk about in our future videos. I don't know when, but we do want to talk about, you know, health when you're sick, because Donnie had cancer twice.
Yes.
Didn't have anyone by your bed giving you water and stuff of that nature. So we do need to do something about that. So I know a lot of you guys out there are not taking care of your health. You're overweight. I have 48 pounds to lose. Donnie just lost
25 pounds.
and you feel fantastic,
I
right?
feel good, but man, when I look in the mirror, I be like, man, what happened to the muscles, boy?
You look good. It's better to let go of that fat.
Yeah, it is.
Right? And you look slim and you look trim, you look young and lean. And so we definitely have to do a video about that in the future. Guys, if you have a video idea, let us know in the comments below.
Next week,
Yeah. Click like, subscribe,
comment,
share.
anything you can do.
Yeah.
Support our channel.
Yeah, that's right. You have what's on your mind?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching and sharing your time with us. I know for sure that YouTube gave you a lot of options, and Donnie and I appreciate that you clicked on this one.
Yes, we do. So until next week, sayonara.
Adios, amigos. What do we got there, Del?
Got us some fresh placentas here. Put them in the humidor for a little bit.
We got D right there. Look at that.
We're gonna enjoy these.
All right, guys. Wings and waffles.
Yeah, man.
Here we are.
So I'm gonna take them home. I gotta even order plugged up. You know what a morning came up real quick? What's that?